You can call me the... Oh, fuck. Anyways, no, keep going. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Hibbibi-san, and I'm here reading a fanfiction with...
Multibon.
Okay.
It's kind of weird getting used to
Bloodhound Multibon, 7 bonds. The 7 grand bonds. Anyways, so, we're here reading a Batman fanfiction called Gotham Heat.
By Batfan89.
Batfan89, which you can actually email or send a message, which would be cool. So it's Batman, Catwoman meet on the hottest of nights in Gotham, and it seems it may have gotten to them. Rated M for pure hot and intense sex. Read it at your own cost.
Okay, how many chapters is this? We gotta make sure.
I don't think it's that long.
Chapters like the last one.
No, scroll down. Hold on, see.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the longest one we've read is probably the Zelda one, but okay.
All right, let's get some bat milk and cookies and start reading that.
Okay, so do you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, cool.
Among a rooftop in Gotham City in the midst of a killer heat wave in the city at night, Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, has disposed of 6 thugs trying to break into a bank for quick, easy money. All of them knocked out and tied up waiting to be picked up by the Gotham City Police Department. He fired off his grappling hook and went on to do more patrolling through the city.
A couple hours had passed and he perched on the rooftop. Suddenly, the sound of someone landing behind him made him turn around to see Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, right behind him. She flashed a smirk as she walked over to him, swaying her curvy hips in a most seductive way as she rolls up her mask. My oh my, it's the big bad Batman. What do I owe the pleasure? Asked Selina in a playful manner. The usual, Catwoman, replied Batman. Hold on, who's saying this? Oh. Anyways, it's nearly 110 degrees. Shouldn't you be inside like all the other pets? Catwoman just kept on smirking. Well, I could... whatever, I'm not doing that voice. Well, I could, but my favorite toy is outside, she said.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. So, no, yeah, I'm not doing voices, goddammit. She said, walking around Batman. He watched her walk around him endlessly, even noticing how tight her costume formed her. Exquisite, curvy, and how well pierced sexy body that evening. Alright. Anyways, he felt a bit growing in tightness in his costume now. She placed the fingers of her right hand along the left side of his face and dragged it very slowly along his jawline and the back of his neck. He brushed it off, but still felt the sensation of it after he stopped. Where is she?
Just wait till I get a hold of that bat dick.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
This is a big one. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
God. Oh, people might know what that is. Probably.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce, said Catwoman. I just want to have you. She started walking away from him as with her ass and hips swaying clear in front of him. What if she started walking away and it was like she left behind her ass and hips and they were just swinging in place?
Yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah. He could take no more. Batman furiously walked behind her, grabbed her arm, turned her around, and smashed his lips into hers.
Yeah!
She was taken away by this, but loved it. She parted her lips and allowed him entrance as their tongues danced and massaged each other. Batman grabbed hold of her hips for some balance as Catwoman firmly placed her arms around his neck, pulling his face closer into hers. His tongue moved along each of her teeth and the top of the bottom of her mouth, and at a very slow and enticing pace that sent Catwoman into a crazed daze as she bit down on her lower lip.
Cat noises. like a cat that has like rabies. It's like freaking out. God damn it! I wish I could describe that better. Like cat that's just fucked up. It's just spinning in circles in a crazed daze.
Oh no! I was just thinking of what it would sound like if like what if like during intercourse it sounded like an actual cat.
Oh no!
Just fuck, So I wasn't trying to sleep. What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
You would go on the rooftop only to see like a dude in a bat costume like fucking a girl in a cat costume, and every time she opens
Pretty
her mouth,
much
it's like,
Comic-Con. So it's pretty much Comic-Con.
oh shit.
Anyways,
Where are we?
it didn't hurt him,
Oh, right. I wasn't even fucking done with this.
but yeah.
Oh, it didn't hurt him, but only aroused him even more. The words and grammar are kind of off sometimes.
Yeah. They broke away for a moment. Batman removed his mask removed his mask to know be Bruce. Okay. He grabbed the top of the zipper of Selina's costume and slowly pulled it down.
Sorry. I'm stuck on that. Batman removed his mask to no be Bruce.
Okay. He grabbed the top of the zipper of Selina's costume and slowly pulled it down as he kissed and bit all over her neck.
Okay, hold on. Another thing. You can always notice, like, when the writers are really getting into it, because they're just, like, piling all these ideas in the same place. But
and the sentences are so short, they're just describing so much in such little.
Yeah, no, it's that they're piling so many ideas on top of each other, and they're doing it so quickly, like they're excited themselves by what they're writing.
They're just jacking
and
off.
so they're just like, oh yeah, oh fuck it.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you can tell they make so many fucking errors when they get into this.
Yeah. Okay, so Selina's costume slowly pulled it down as he kissed and bit all over.
Oh wait, no, I thought you were up here. Right here.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
It's actually here. Soft then louder moans escaped her mouth. He then licked up the hollow of her throat, which seemed to drive her crazier. Jesus Christ, I cannot stop thinking of like an insane cat like freaking out, like in the middle of the road, on top of a rooftop. Bruce had fully unzipped the front of her costume that now exposed her full cleavage and the image of a braless Selina to Bruce. As he kissed down to between her breasts, his mouth encompassed her right nipple as his hands went all over her breasts. Wait, hold on. So she's... Never mind. Like, does she have, like, multiple nipples? Because, like, a cat has, cat has multiple nipples.
Oh, yeah. Does Catwoman have 6 nipples?
Like, what is her anatomy? Is she, like, regular human? Because I know, like, DC gets really weird with their characters. Hands all over her breasts and... hold on, where was I?
No, she has 6 breasts and Batman grows 4 more arms to grip all of them.
Yeah. Went all over her breasts to massage them. Oh, hold on, wait, where was I? Oh, his mouth encompassed her right nipple as his hands went all over her breasts. Then massaged them. Slight sucking sounds could be heard, and Selina's moaning further encouraged him as her hands stroked the back of his neck and ran through his hair. Then he switched to her other breast and encompassed the other nipple as well, doing the same. And then her other breast, and then her... No, I'm just kidding. The triple degree weather was making them sweat more than they were already. Wait, so there's a heat wave going on in Gotham?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
And it puts both bats and cats in heat.
Alright.
Selina was feeling pleasure. She threw out her body as the violently shoved Bruce down on the roof. Within a minute, she had taken off his costume. She tried to get up, but Selina grabbed his wrists and pinned them down. She quickly grabbed a nightstick and had slammed it into the roof so that it would remain in place, and grabbed a pair of handcuffs and handcuffed Bruce's wrists to the nightstick.
Oh, no.
She kissed him furiously, biting his lips and tongue. She started tracing kisses along his jowling and down his neck, where she licked up the hollow of his throat, then crawled down his body, trailing kisses. Bruce could only groan in pleasure. Bruce could only groan in pleasure as she kissed all over his chest and down.
That was great.
Her fingers then hooked onto. Sorry, I'm having weird trouble with this. To the hem of his boxers, and very slowly. Bruce gasped as her fingers ran from the base of his manhood to the tip. One hand cupped his testicles, and her tongue swirled around the tip before taking him fully into her mouth. She looked up as Bruce threw his head back onto the ground from seeing Selena take him fully in her mouth. He let out a lost, soft moan.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking Donkey Kong. Yeah. Anyways,
soft moan, but then Selena quickened her pace a bit and began to slowly moan louder. His eyes were beginning to roll into the back of his head. She went faster and fast, and she went faster and fast. Extra fast.
Yeah.
She went faster and fast, and one hand rubbed his testicles furiously, and the other moving slowly and playfully along his strong, muscular, and sweaty chest. The chest from her forehead. The chest from her forehead. God damn it! That was my own mistake. I'm sorry.
That's pretty great.
The sweat from her forehead dripped on the.
That's just a big muscular chest. God damn it! I'm gonna draw this now. I swear. I'm gonna draw this.
The sweat from her forehead dripped onto Bruce. Down there and turned him on more. Selena then started moving her head slowly on him and felt his legs beginning to shake. Selena was all Bruce could moan from his mouth.
I couldn't even comprehend that. She's just like, shut up, Bruce.
Did you say banana?
She's like, shut up, Bruce. He's like, won't stop. I can't see. My eyes are rolled back in my head. God damn it.
That's all Bruce could moan from his mouth. She slowly pulled her head up. She didn't want the fun to end. She didn't want the fun to end just then. She kissed the tip, which caused a twitch a bit as she kissed up his body towards his neck.
Alright. God damn it, that was a huge paragraph.
Yeah, it's right here.
Selena kissed and sucked all over his neck as she removed the handcuffs to allow Bruce to sit up. They then became embroiled in a passionate kiss as she dug her nails right into his back and slightly scratched down to the small of his back and damn near the crack of his ass. He bit her lower lip and over, just making Selena mad with just lust and passion. His hands went to her hips where he slowly removed... I'm sorry, I just can't get that out of my head. Just like every once in a while he just makes that noise. It's just like out of context. I don't know. Okay, I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh yeah, he bit her lower lip over and over, just making Selena mad with lust and passion. His hands went to her hips where he slowly removed the rest of her costume. She laid down naked on the hot surface, allowing Bruce to take in the sight of her body. He then lay on top of her and wanted to waste no time. He kissed down her body, moving his mouth over every inch of her. He reached her abdomen and flicked his tongue on her belly button. He parted her leg. Hold on. I'm having a hard time like going all the way over to the other side. Like,
yeah, I know. I was having trouble with that too.
Leg, slightly. He licked, then kissed along with her inner thighs as his index and middle finger pinched her clit. As chill went throughout her body. When he did that, he breathed in her scent. He loved the smell of her sex. Wait. Okay.
What?
He loved the smell of her sex.
So he likes the way that girls smell?
Or he likes... They haven't had sex yet. He's just kind of went... and she went... That's pretty much all that's happened so far, kind of. Alright. He then took his mouth and explored her sex. Okay, it's referring to her gender, I guess it's true.
Okay, yeah.
Makes sense. His tongue moving slowly up and down the slit until he buried his tongue deep inside her. She couldn't help it. She was moaning, but I'm not gonna do that. God damn it!
Yeah, no.
Very passionately. God damn it! Why the fuck would I do that? She couldn't help it. His mouth hadn't pleased, unlike any man before. Down there, he licked and sucked all over as he inserted 2 fingers into. as he inserted 2 fingers in. Okay.
Into what?
She arched her back and moaned louder as she let him work his magic, up and down, left and right, all around. Alright, were the directions... Yeah, were the directions he moved them inside her. Selena grabbed his wrist and pulled his hand out of her and grabbed both sides of his face and pushed his face into hers. Alright.
Holy shit.
There's much...
Yeah. They couldn't take it anymore. She spread her legs wider and wrapped them around his hips. Bruce took a deep breath and plunged himself deep into her with one swift thrust. They both moans in ecstasy. The warmth and wetness they felt between them drove them mad. He wasn't taking anything slow right now. His thrusts were fast and hard. His face was buried into her chest, licking all over until she pulled up to kiss, lick, and bite all over her jawline. Now, she's biting her own jawline?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why I read she. Neck and lips. Whatever body part of hers hadn't been untouched by his lips. They called each other's names in loud moans and groans. Like, do you think they call, like, do they scream? Yeah, do they scream their actual names, or are they just go, Batman, Catwoman?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, where are we?
Hold on, because they can't like get rid of their identities. Like
that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and loud
that would make
moans
sense.
and groans. So yeah, calling names, loud moans, groans. Bleh. He went faster and harder than earlier, going in and out of her. She started practically screaming. Okay,
Jeez. God damn it.
The noise. We already know what's going on with that noise. She quickly made a move and she was now on top of him. Man, she knows some maneuvers. Okay, she quickly made a move and she was now on top of him, riding him as her hands went up and down his chest with with the moans growing louder from his mouth. Yeah. He went so much deeper inside of her.
He felt a twitch in his manhood, and she felt her tightening around him. They were closing to climax, each taking their time now. Faster, harder, and deeper. Anyways, faster, harder, and deeper thrusting and riding until...
Faster, harder, deeper thrusting.
Yeah. Until they both gave out a deep breath and yelled out each other's name in an intense scream. He released into her, and she released herself on top of him.
Hold on.
Were their bodies... What?
What if they're yelling their own names?
Yeah. Oh God. I'm like...
Batman!
or no, like, what if they yell their actual name and the Joker's just like sitting there and he's just like... Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Good job, Catwoman.
Yeah. Is she evil? Like, she's probably doing it on purpose. I don't know. Why am I looking into this fanfiction anymore of what it is?
You should be looking any deeper than how shallow the fanfiction is.
Yeah, their bodies twitching in pain and pleasure as they scream. She collapsed on top of him and they were both tired. Their best to gain their oh, sorry. That says try, not tired. They both tried their best to gain their breath back.
Well, that was all of it?
No, and then there's this.
Oh, it's me. Minutes later, when they dressed back into their costumes, they were now back to being Batman and Catwoman. Catwoman was about to leave, but she said something. I know we've been doing this for a while, but sometimes it feels like I want to have some more. Bruce crime fighting is great, but what about true connection outside of defeated thugs and psychopaths? I know you felt this way before, so why not feel this way again? She turned around to see Batman had disappeared, but found a note that said, Selena, come to Wayne Manor tomorrow around 7 p.m. She smiled and grabbed her whip and went home feeling positively wonderful. You know what song I'm going to put in right there? And probably get a copyright strike for?
What?
I'm thinking like Tiny Tim's...
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, living in the sunlight. Living in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed this. This is the author's note. Hey, I hope you all enjoyed this. This is my first lemon story, so if it's silly, forgive me. Trying something here. I'd like to thank Green-Eyed Alice 91 for her advice on helping me write a lemon story. So please read and review. Should we review?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Does cat... I got it. Does
Catwoman
make
cat noises?
human or cat noises?
Yeah, this is very important. I'd like to know. Please respond as soon as possible.
I can't come
I know.
until I know.
No, I can't come unless I know it's a cat noise. Just please respond as soon as possible.
Respond ASAP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my email address. Email address.
Why would you do this?
My email address is already on my channel, so whether or not I say it here doesn't matter. Bloodhound710@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah.
Does Catwoman make human or cat noise?
Name, bat milk or something. Bat milk and cookies. Yeah, or whatever.
I only have enough room for bat milk and cook.
Just do like bat milk. Just fucking
Bat milk.
Bat milk. I like how it's one word too. Bat milk. I would like to thank you for your continued support.
The continued support, indeed.
Yeah. Well, that was good. That was
a fun fucking time. Okay. Thank you guys.
Goodbye.